Today on Primetime Local News, I'm joined by Krista Ross from the Saskatchewan Ministry of Immigration and Career Training, as she's here to talk about two new government programs that aim to support self employment in women. So, Krista, welcome to the show. But what can you tell people about these two programs off the bat here?
Sure, Tate. Thanks for the question. You're right that we just recently announced two new programs. One is called the Scale Up for Entrepreneurs, and the other one is called Digital Literacy for Entrepreneurs. So this came about really following some work that has gone on over the last couple of years through an advisory committee that was tasked with looking at the gender entrepreneurship gap in Saskatchewan. And they had put out a report, this advisory committee, in July of 2020 with a number of findings and recommendations for how we could start to work to close this gender entrepreneurship gap in the province. And a couple of those recommendations were around, skills development component. And that's really what these two new initiatives focus on. So Scale Up for Entrepreneurs will assist women entrepreneurs, but also entrepreneurs from other underrepresented groups such as Indigenous or visible minorities across the province to acquire the skills and knowledge to grow and scale their existing business in the province. So that's going to look at skills development in areas such as leadership and management, business strategy, marketing and sales, financial management, human resource strategies, and others. It's also going to have a component of some ongoing coaching and mentorship following the program as the participants start to apply and implement what the skills that they had developed and the plan or strategy that they had designed as part of the program. So really with that, we're just trying to achieve some objectives around increasing the number of medium and large businesses that are owned by women in the province and other represented groups. And then of course, to help spur some more job creation in the province as well. And the other initiative that was announced, the Digital Literacy for Entrepreneurs, that's more targeted at addressing the digital literacy needs of entrepreneurs, and in particular, women entrepreneurs who are looking to integrate digital technologies into the future success and growth of their business. As we've seen, is just becoming more and more important. So the objectives of that program will be to help entrepreneurs increase their knowledge in the area of digital literacy, develop the digital skills themselves that are required to adapt and to grow their business, have increased increased self-sufficiency in managing their business, and then just an overall support and increase in the business opportunities for program participants.
And coinciding with the start of these two new programs is also the launch of the Women's Entrepreneurs Report. So, is it a way to measure the success of these two new programs, or what exactly does it aim to accomplish?
Yeah, so the Women Entrepreneurs in Saskatchewan report, it pulls together data from Statistics Canada to track and highlight the important contribution of women entrepreneurs to the provincial economy. So it highlights data about female self-employment and women-owned businesses. It also includes Stats Canada survey responses from businesses about experiences during the pandemic. So the report is a standalone profile, a standalone report. It's not necessarily intended to directly measure the success of any specific program, including these two initiatives. However, it will serve as an important tool to track female self-employment and women-owned businesses in Saskatchewan over time. So that report is not intended to measure the outcomes or the success of these two programs, but certainly we do have a framework in place and specific outcomes for those two programs that we will be measuring and tracking the success of.
Thanks so much for doing this.
Okay, no problem, my pleasure.